everybody, welcome to Matthew Crandall Reviews. Today another TIFF review. I'm going to take a look at The Final Girls, which is a horror comedy. It played at Midnight Madness and the audience freaked out and it went through the roof. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. The movie's about to come out in the States, in theaters and on demand, and I think it's coming to Canada, unfortunately, later. It is a wacky, crazy meta sort of concept. There's a young girl played by Taissa Farmiga. Her mother was the star of this cheesy 80s slasher movie, like a sleepaway camp. Her mother is killed at a revival screening of the movie. They want her to come and do a Q&A because she's the daughter of the star. Something crazy goes on, and her and all her friends get sucked into the screen and now have to play out this 80s slasher movie and survive and hang out and become one of the final girls. That's the broad strokes. I'm not going to spoil any of the jokes or any of the stuff. Just know that this is directed by the guy who did A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, and he does a great job. So it's a movie that really walks a fine line between extreme camp, really smart, witty humor, and then actually has a lot of emotional drama and this great mother-daughter relationship that plays out between Malin Ackerman and Farmiga. They're both fantastic. It almost brings you to tears, but then Adam Devine and Thomas Middleditch will show up and have you laughing your head off again. So it's very much like a hybrid of Stay Tuned and Scream set during Friday the 13th, but it's that kind of tone. The sucked into a movie of Stay Tuned or Pleasantville, and the smarts, knowing humor of like a Scream, which is really well done. Nina Dobrev is very decent in this. Just a really good cast overall. Everybody gets their moment to shine. Now, the only thing I will say that I did not like about the movie is that it's an 80s slasher movie. In the movie, they have a great villain, fantastic mask. He's just like a Jason. He's huge. He's hulking. But the movie within the movie is rated R, and the movie that we're actually watching is rated PG-13. So there are lots of times when this movie could really go for it and really sell the gore and the camp of the 80s movies and just drench the screen in blood and have us laughing with it. And it always cuts away from the violence because it's PG-13. And they really hit those emotional moments, and those pay off so well that I understand that they wanted a wider audience. They wanted it accessible. It isn't like a teen movie, but it's smart and it's funny. And there's a hilarious sequence involving a dance that you're going to all freak out and love. But I just wish that they had totally gone for it, went and embraced the R rating. I think it would have just pushed it that much further for me. As is, it was a great movie. It's really smart. I recommend it wholeheartedly. You're definitely going to want to see it at the theater with a crowd if you can, because the crowd will lose their mind at certain points of this movie. But the only thing in the back of my mind was, you know what, this was really good, but if they had gone for it, if it had been rated R and they had just embraced the violence and the camp and the emotionality, then we could have had a classic here instead of just a very fun, entertaining movie that will be a cult classic, but it's not a slam dunk. So that's The Final Girls. Let me know if you've seen it. Hit the comments below. Tell me what you thought. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.